Bonjour. We're back. We're ready to go. Hope everyone's well. If you've got any predictions, let me know. Also, vote in the chat on the poll. Do that, and we'll be just fine. Hello, Sprouty Sprout. Hello, the anime dude. Good to see you folks again. Now, bit of a change for Wakey. Pits in the spine. Now, we know that these days, in modern day Rugby League, the 13 is a very versatile role. They can take carries, they can play the ball, they can be the trigger man, telling them to go, launch it, son. So I think Pits to 6. I think there's going to be a bit of disconnection, but I'm not too worried about it, because the way he's looked at the 13 role, I think he'll feel quite comfortable. I think they'll try and put him under pressure. Quick defensive line speed, a few players jamming into him to force him to have to play a little bit more as a 6. But he's looked quite calm this year, so I think that's a 50-50. It's on Lino to control a lot of what happens. I imagine they'll be attacking the... Does Lino play left or right? I think Lino plays on the right mostly. So it's about getting Jowett involved a bit more. Won't be active today as my pet just died. Oh, I'm sorry about that, mate. I'm really sorry about that. I do know the feeling, and it's not nice at all. So I'm sorry to say that, mate. Right, let me crack this. It is not a cold one. It's a... If you'd like to sponsor me, you can. Other drinks are available until they sponsor me. They're not going to, but it's worth a shot. Isabel! Shout out to Isabel. Hello, Kieran. Hello. Howdy. It's alright. Kieran, your address hasn't been sent off to the club just yet, but it will be soon. Still trying to get in contact with one other person, but their email's full, so they're not receiving emails because it's already full. I'm not going to be shouting everyone out. I'll give Alvin and Simon a shout out. Massive game up the Trin, indeed. So yeah, Pitt's in the halves. We'll see how he gets on, but Jowett's also back, which is good. The forward pack looks strong for Wakefield. I like what Cass are bringing here, though. There's still consistency in the spine now for a couple of weeks. The backs, 50-50. Depends on the day. Which way will the wind blow? We'll have to see. But the bench looks good for Cass. The bench looks really good for Wakey, especially with Hamlin, Ueli, Atoni. Smith looks quite lively coming off the bench. I think he's the hooker. But the bench looks quite good for Cass. Westerman can play the 13 or prop forward. Rimbu adds a bit of pace later on into the game. And I trust Horn at number 9. And he can rotate to 13 if needs be. Salabio, I think, has looked... I think he's the one from Hull FC. I think he's had limited minutes. I think I've seen him play, but I've not really got much data to relay, if I'm honest. And Desiree is typically fine. So, I think the bench looks good for Cass. But overall, I'm thinking Wakefield should be okay with this one. How do you think Amon will go for Cass, mate? I think he'll be effective. He'll get them post-contact meters. He'll get them quick play the balls. He'll get them on the front foot. for the first few weeks, and then it might get to a point where he looks a bit more standard. Like, it'll be an initial wave of energy, and then it might just be standard. But I think he'll have a good impact for them when he first comes in. But there's also a very good chance that he's just dominant basically every week that he's there. Got tickets for tomorrow. Feeling squeaky bum time for the match. I can understand that. I can understand that. It's a hell of a game. So I'll be streaming all 3 games tomorrow. So I'll be streaming FC vs KR. That'll be starting at 12:15. Then I'll be jumping to a different stream. So they will be on different streams. It won't be on the same thing, but I'll make sure there's a link in the chat to go to the next ones. So after Hull FC vs KR, I'll be streaming Wigan vs Saints immediately after, and then Leeds vs Huddersfield immediately after that. I don't really like eating on stream, but I may have to eat something at some point, unless I eat a big breakfast, which I might do, and then wait till after Leeds vs Huddersfield. And then I'll be streaming Lee vs Warrington, but I will not be streaming Catlands vs Salford because I'm busy, I have plans. Shame Cass can't pull off more permanent signings like him. Yeah, it's a tough one. It is a tough one. Thing is with Cass, I like the pieces they've got in there. Hoy can do damage. Sim is solid. Seeney's solid. Wood, Gary, they're like solid. They're not anything special, but they can do a job. But these are kind of guys you're asking them to play above where they're currently at. Assey and Milnes, like on paper, I like the pieces in there. It's a good squad it feels like a good squad for the future. But I think they need the right... It's a bit like Huddersfield for me. They need the right head coach going forwards. Some clubs, they can bring in a new head coach, and the squad kind of makes up for the lack of coaching experience. But Huddersfield, and I think Cass, they need an experienced head coach. So if Steve McNamara becomes available, which is rumoured to be possibly by the end of the year, then I think Cass or Huddersfield need to make that upgrade. Who do you want to win tonight? I want Wakefield because I'm predicting them to win, and I need my predictions videos to do well. If Cass win, I wouldn't really mind. I wouldn't mind. Because they can be a bit weird and a bit annoying sometimes. But I want Wakefield to win because of my predictions videos. But bloody Manly Seagulls got beat by the Dragons this morning, which didn't help with my NRL stuff. Ridiculous. Anyway, so if anyone's got any specific score predictions, let me know. The poll at the moment has 15 votes, 53% say Castleford, which I think is a fair call right now, given the fact Pitts is in the spine. Oof. Just need to check the Wakefield squad a second, make sure I got that right. Okay, Koza, I'm not actually too sure if I've seen him before, so I can't really offer much of an opinion on him, if I'm honest. There's Red Hot Chili Peppers again. I know it now. I've been educated. You heard about Lachlan Galvin's situation? I have, yes, I have. Let's go through the others. Yeah, it's a weird one with Galvin because I've not seen enough from him to think that the money he might be chasing is worth it. But you are paying for the future, though, aren't you? If you're going to give him a long deal that's paying for the future, I think his best option is the West Tigers. They are a team that is in need of a 6 if he goes. They would like somebody for the future as they are building for the future. So the team that needs a 6 the most, or someone like him, are the Tigers. But who else needs a 6? Let's have a look. I'm going to go through the clubs and I'm going to rule them out one by one. Right, the Broncos. They've got Hunt at number 6 and then Ezra Mam's available when needed. The Raiders have got Ethan Strange. Ethan Strange, in my opinion, is the most exciting young prospect in the game right now. They don't need him. Bulldogs have got Matt Burton. They're not replacing him. Sharks have Trindle. They shouldn't replace him. They might do something weird, but they shouldn't. Dolphins have Nikarima. They don't need to replace him. Titans have Campbell or Brimson. Don't need to replace him. Seagulls have Brooks. They will want to replace DC at number 7. Possibly Raiders at 7 if Fogarty goes to the Seagulls, but Galvin's not a 7. He doesn't lead enough, so no. Storm don't need him. They've got Munster and Hughes. Knights will have Brown and Sharp in the halves, so they don't need him. Cowboys, Dearden and Clifford. They don't need him. Eels, Moses, and yeah, so Eels obviously are the number 1 target right now, but I just have no excitement for the Eels at the moment. Panthers is an option because Brad Schneider, Jack Cole, Blaise Talangi, they're not ready to go yet. Galvin's probably a bit ahead of those guys in terms of development, or at least Blaise Talangi. So maybe Penrith. South Sydney, they got Latrell Mitchell at the moment. They got Jack Weiss in there. They got Cody Walker. They got Jamie Humphreys and Lewis Dodd. No. Dragons, Flanagan. His dad's the head coach, so no. Roosters, maybe. If they don't like Sandon Smith, they could replace him. Roosters are also tipped to possibly get DCE, and they'll have Sam Walker there, so it's maybe 50-50 with Sydney Roosters. Warriors, maybe, because Chanel Harris-Tavita is okay, but he's not a star, so Warriors are a 50-50. So there's not really many options for Galvin. Are they really going to let him rot till the end of 2026? Well, I mean, if he doesn't want to be there, they might as well. They might as well. The thing is, they're playing without him this week, so if they get the win, and if Fainu looks comfortable at 6, then fair play Lachlan, good luck for the future. You'll be gone soon. If Fainu works out well in the halves, Galvin will be gone early. Is a match on the radio? I'm not too sure, Lee. I'd imagine it is, but I'm not too sure. If you can't find a radio, then I will be your radio. So, players are coming out. So, to clarify the squads, for the side of Wakefield, in the backs they have Jowett, Scott, Hall, Pratt, Johnstone, Pitts and Leno. In the forwards is McMeekan, Hood, Rodwell, Nicotimo, Griffin and Koza. On the bench is Hamlin Ueli, Atoni, Smith and Fartilli. And Vanganart is the 18th man. On the side of Castleford, in the backs they have Hoy, Sim, Sini, Wood, Gary, Assey and Milnes. In the forwards is Okoro. I believe he's still on loan from Warrington, not entirely sure. Horn, Lawler, Simbakin, Mellor and Mustafa. Mustafa, I still don't know which side is pronounced more. On the bench is Westerman, Rimbu, Salabio and Desiria. Griffin is 18th man. See, I don't know if it's Salabio or Salabio. I don't know. And then with Mustafa, I don't know if it's Mustafa or Mustafa. I'm not sure which one. Skelosaurus might be a Wakefield fan. Right, we're about to get underway very shortly. Cass will kick to Wakey. Right then, I'm going to end this poll. We're at 50-50. Look at that. I think, based on the lineups, I think 50-50 is a fair shout. I still trust Wakefield. Heard rumour another Salford player has left. Who might that be? So I know Cross is supposed to be on the way out. So Watkins has gone. Cross is leaving. Who have you heard? Oh yeah, Atkins supposed to be going, isn't he? So, we're underway, folks. Wakefield in possession on their own 10. There we have it. And makes a few metres, but is dragged back by 3 Cass defenders. Lovely stuff. I want to see good resilience from Cass today and good energy. 50-50 is about right. I'm glad we're in agreement, Lee. Love that. So Wakefield in possession behind their own 20. Still McMeekin bumps a player up towards his own 20. Possible call-up for the England squad. Let me know in the chat if you think McMeekin should be in the England squad later this year. Wakefield down the left-hand side now. Over their own 30. 4th tackle coming up. And Hood waits a dummy half. Back towards the middle now. With a carry through the middle. Over their own 40. Last tackle coming up. Hood on his right out the back to Lino. And kicks from behind halfway. Plenty of height and distance on that. Taken on the full by Tex Hoy. He's got his right thigh strapped up. So possible niggle that he's dealing with in this game. We'll see. But Assy waits at dummy half. Just over his own 10. There's a carry through the middle from Cass. Evening, Seb. Evening. Good to see you again. Horn at dummy half on the 20. Milnes is going to engage the line. Gets half a break. Offloads to Sini. He does have an option in support. But he's just going to skip round Jowett. Can Jowett get to him? Sini. Ooh, stop just short of the line. Is he dragged in touch? Or short of the touchline, I mean. I think he's been dragged in. He has. Wow. First of all, great job from Rowan Milnes. Maguire will be very happy with that. Good support running. Really good defensive work from Jowett there. Really good. Ooh, 1 point lead for the Tigers to Skelesaurus. Okay, come on, Cass. We need this. Fingers crossed. We'll see. There was an opportunity there for Cass. So, Wakefield now in possession on their own 10 after dragging Sini into touch. So, really good effort from Cass and good defence from Jowett and some others to help get him out there. But it's going to be Hall. I think he was missing for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Not too sure. But Meekin through the middle now, over the 20, gets half a break. Gets a fairly quick play the ball. Hood is going to scoot, get great metres up to the 40. And they get a set restart. Wakey, now up to halfway. First tackle, they got a fresh set. Great field position. So advantage Wakefield right now. Spreading right to Lino. Switches back to Griffin, takes it up to Castleford's 40. But this is Wakey 4, Tigers 22. Interesting. Interesting. I'd be surprised, but okay. You just never know. Wakey shifting left now. Pitts in possession. Under a bit of pressure. Again playing in the 6 role today. Hood on the 30. 4th tackle. Carry through the middle now. From Koza. 3 minutes gone. Last tackle 20 metres out. Wakey go to the right with Lino. Dink the ball towards the back right. There's a contest. Gaddy takes it cleanly. And drops immediately behind his own 10-yard line. Or 10-metre line, I should say. And it's going to be Wood with the next carry for Cass. They take it over their own 10. So it's important not to get stuck down the road end here. They've had a lot of trouble with that this season. And I believe he is tipped beyond the horizontal. That's a penalty for Castleford. So there we go. They can work the ball out their own end. So, yeah, penalty for Cass from their own 20. Just tipped beyond the horizontal. I think because this could be quite a naturally back and forth game, discipline's going to be huge. Errors are going to be huge. So, we'll see who's cleaner out of the two. So, the penalty, into touch, kick from behind the 30. So, Cass, hang on a minute. Bloody hell, Castleford will start this set about 32 metres out from the try line. Cracking kick into touch there. I think that was Rowan Milnes. Jowett tried to push the ball back in, but just missed it. So, here we are. Castleford, 30 metres out in possession. Horn goes to his right now. Milnes hands the ball off to Lawler. He's going to drag a few players just short of the 20. Horn in centre field, slightly towards the right hash, goes left to Assy. Out the back to Milnes. Hoy gets the ball off to Wood. Stopped on the 20, makes a few extra metres. Cass now 15 metres out. 5 minutes on the clock. Horn over on the left, comes back towards the middle with Assi. Switches back to Simbikin, I believe that was. That's Mustafa going right to Milnes. Dinks the ball through. Sini's chasing. Jowett under pressure inside the in-goal area. And just chucks the ball over the dead ball line for a goal line dropout. So good pressure there from Cass. Really good work. So nicely weighted kick from Rowan Milnes. Good chase from Sini. But then well done from, I think that was Wood. No, it wasn't Wood, sorry. Meller. Must have been. Didn't quite see who it was. Sorry about that. But pressure on Jowett. And they'll just let the clock run, the shot clock run. So dropout for Wakefield. Are they going to go short? Yes, they are. Players go up. Batted backwards by Wakefield. Recovered by Wakefield. And Wakefield had possession. So they won that one. Wakefield in possession behind their own 20. And they take it over it. There's a big win early on in this game. Hood over on the left. Scoots goes short side left. And now Hood scoots from dummy off over halfway. Now firmly into Castleford territory. 6.5 minutes on the clock. Third tackle. Another carry through the middle. Shifting right to Lino. Hands the ball off to Griffin. Now on Castleford's 30. Great set from Wakefield. Hood. To his left. Shifting left with Pitts. Gets it off to Jowett. Dinks the ball towards the back left. Oh, I think it's knocked on by Wakefield. Recovered by Hoy. Bit of room to run down the right-hand side, but there are players there. Bumps off another and cuts back towards the middle, and then is brought down by Kozza on his own 30. So, nicely weighted kick there from Jowett. Good effort from Wakefield, and well done from Tex Hoy to get out of danger. Won't cast to win just for the sake of Wakey losing. Fair enough. Fair enough. Horn on the 40. Goes to his right to Milnes. Switches back to Simbikin. And it's brought down on halfway. Third tackle. Now shifting left. Switches back to Mustafa. Horn again at dummy half. Over halfway. Fourth tackle. Goes to his left to Assi. Pops it up to Okoro. On the last. Horn goes left to Assi. Plenty of height on that towards the back left. Decent chase from Cass on the full by Jowett. Nicely taken just on his own 10. So discipline needed from the Tigers. Bit of work for Wakefield to do. 8 minutes gone. Second tackle coming up. Hood. Hands it off to Hall. Takes it up to the 20 and just over it for Wakefield. Salford player Tim Laffey retirement, not moving to another club. Oh, that's who you meant. Okay, yeah. Wakefield up to their own 30. Hood. In the middle with McMeekin. Looking to spread right, but just carries it straight up. Up to the 40. 8.5 minutes. Offloads to Hood. Now with Kozza through the middle up to halfway. So 8.5 minutes gone. Last tackle for Wakefield. Hood in centre field. It's going to go right to Lino. Then across to Griffin. Then to Hall. They've got room to run. Hall's going to kick the ball back towards the posts. But Hoy takes it on the full under pressure. Skips past Griffin. He's got room to run here. Tex Hoy up towards his 30. He's got support on his left from Gaddy Gaddy. He can shift and he's through. Nicely done from Tex Hoy. Great support run from Gaddy Gaddy. Beats everybody. And Castleford Tigers will take the lead. Really nicely done. Really nicely done. It was probably the right thing to do from Hall, but Tex Hoy skips past slightly lazy defending from Griffin, skips past a few, and then Gaddy, that burst of pace. Jowett just, he dived for it. Good effort from Jowett. Not much else he could probably do there, to be honest, but yeah, Tex Hoy looking lively. He is the guy for Cass. I think without Tex Hoy, Cass would do probably worse than what they've done so far. But this is the thing with Cass. They've got quick players. They've got players that can shift. It's just playing as a unit. They get a bit more size in the forwards, obviously, when Amon starts playing. There's quality there. It's just putting it together. That's why I never rule out Cass in any game, because we saw it a couple times last year. They can just come out with these resilient performances. It's in them. Cass have it in them. We saw it round 1 against Hull KR. Once in a blue moon, they just come out with something that you just do not expect. Wakefield, it seems, has had much better second halves. You could be right there, Jonathan. You could be right. So it might be a tough 40 for... Well, not a tough 40 for Wakefield, but closer than expected. It was a great support run from Gary. But yeah, that burst of pace was nice. So the kick to come from Rowan Milnes. Not right near the touchline. A few metres away from the touchline. So, a bit tricky. We'll see if he can add the extras. And the kick from Milnes is... It's no good. So it's going to remain 4-0 for Castleford. Thoughts on Lee signing Joe Afengawi from Parramatta? Wait, is that done? Is that true? Is that true? Joe Afengawi news. Oh, okay. It is. It is true. How old is he? How old is he? 29. Solid. Very, very solid signing. He's not going to be like an absolute star. But good impact. That's like a... Do you know what? That's a bit like an Isaac Liu type signing. Like they signed with him. And it's a penalty for Cass after the kickoff. Sorry about that, folks. It's a penalty for Cass. 11 and a half minutes gone. So there was a carry from Lawler over the 10. 3 men in the tackle. And just holding way too long there from McMeekin. So yeah. I think Afengawi is going to be a bit like Isaac Liu. Or like when they signed Penne. A bit like that. Or when Warrington brought back Thomas McKaylee. One of those kind of guys. Even a bit like Tom Amon. You know? Not the biggest guy. But can have a bit of an impact. Can get through a bit of work. Solid. That's a solid signing, that. That's not bad. So, Cass in possession now. On the 40 inside Wakefield territory. Just over 12 minutes gone on the clock. Third tackle coming up. Horn in centre field. On his left to Assey. Pops the ball up to Okoro. It's been hit in the head, I think. Slow to get up, but now shifting right. Takes Hoy under a lot of pressure there from Pitts. Fifth tackle. 12.5 minutes on the clock. Liam Horn in centre field. Now with Assey. On the last. Kicks high. And it's going to bounce once, twice, 3 times, a lady, and rolls into touch. It's alright, Seb, it's alright. It's alright. But yeah, I saw some Lee fans talking about needing to get a replacement for Tom Amon because he's now going to Hull KR next year. And Afengawi's a good, that's a solid replacement, that's alright. Wakey gifting casket out of jail free cards here, absolutely. Absolutely, like they're playing Monopoly. So Wakefield up to their own 30. And a penalty for holding down, I think. Maybe a second attempt, interference, something like that. Penalty for Wakefield. They can work it out at their own end. They'll get their best attacking set here, most likely. Lino kicks from behind the 40. And they will start this set about 35 metres out from the try line. Clock's been stopped for now. 2 balls on the pitch, that's why. So there's a tap handed to Pitts. And then it's over to McMeekin in centre field. Brought down just short of the 30 inside Cass territory. Over 14 minutes on the clock. Plays it for Hood. Hands it off to Koza. Up to the 20. Almost tipped beyond the horizontal there. So on the 20, Hood in centre field. Goes right to Lino. Hands it off to Griffin, running that overs line, brought down just inside the 10. Over on the right-hand side of the field, third tackle, Hood. Infield, or centre field with Lino. Then to Kozza. Brought down about 5 or 6 metres out. Just left of the sticks. Now going right to Lino. Ball out the back to Jowett. Ball across, and it's going to go into touch. Bit of a disconnection there. I think it was on. Maybe just needed, I think it was Scott on the wing, maybe just needed him pushed up a little bit more. I think if Jowett got it to Scott where he was, I think there was time to shift. I think if Scott was up to where the pass was, I think they could have been in there. But, not bad. Putting Cass under pressure there, and they have to work the ball out from their own 10. So Castleford in possession now. Is that Tex Hoy with the first carry? It might be. No, it's not. It's definitely not. So, Cass just over their own 10. 15 and a half minutes gone. Horn at dummy half. Hands it off to Simbikin down the right edge. Over the 20 now. Horn asking for a 6 again, but he doesn't get it. Now with Desiree. With his first carry in Castleford colours. Up to the 30. Horn goes to his left for Assey. Kicks on the 4th. Bounce off the back of a Wakefield player. Ref says it's not played at, so that's going to be Wakefield's ball. I think that's probably the right call. Griffin does shift across, but he doesn't make a play at the ball. He's just running to put pressure on the kick. So Wakefield in possession now. Firmly inside Cass territory. On their own 30. Or on their 30, I should say. 16 and a half minutes gone. Hood in centre field goes left to Pitts, who hands it off to, I believe that's Rodwell. Hood now, 21 metres out. Comes back towards the middle with Pitts on his right. Shifting right to Lino. Out the back to Jowett. Trying to get the ball off. Gets it off to Hall. Bounces off to Scott instead. And he just returns it back towards the middle slightly. Wakefield over on the right-hand side of the field. With Hall. Comes back towards the middle to Lino. Shifting left now. Cosset to Hood. To Pitts. And Pratt is brought down about 12 metres out. 17 minutes on the clock. 4th tackle. Hood on the left-hand side. Scoots short side left. Hands it off to Nicotimo. That's the one. Nicotimo. Over on the left. On the 10 with Lino. Kicks the ball towards the posts. Hall goes up. Bats it backwards. I think there's a knock on there from McMeekin. And the referee's going to check just to make sure, because I think he can use it, so why not? So no try given on field, but they're going to use the video ref just to check what's happened. A little bit, Kieran. A little bit. Does the ground look full? Give me a second, Lee, just to observe the crowd when I get a chance. I'll let you know. So this will be no try. So you've got the big stand on the right-hand side, or whatever you'd call it. Looks fine. I need to see the main stand on TV. I'll let you know in a sec when we actually see it. There's going to be a scrum for Cass on their own 10, by the way. 18 minutes on the clock. So Assie's going to feed this ball in. It's out the back. Now they go right-hand side with Sini. Makes a metre or two. Then with Simbikin takes it up to the 20. Plays it for Liam Horn. Then with Desiree. Up to the 30. Inside Wakey. Sorry, in their own territory. Horn to Assie. Out the back to Hoy, shifting left. Then across to Wood. Push towards the touchline. Fourth tackle for Castleford. Gary up towards the 40. Well, maybe makes a few metres there. The stand that's on TV looks pretty full, and the stand on the left looks pretty full as well. Yeah, it looks very full. There's a couple of empty seats, like just very small handful, but yeah, looks packed. Good defensive line pressure there from Desiree. Nicely done. Wakey in possession between their own 20 and 30. John Stone takes it over the 30. Now Wakefield in possession up to their own 40. Fourth tackle coming up. You're welcome, Lee. You're welcome. Hood towards the middle now with Pitts. Shifting right to Lino. Then to Jowett. He's got room to run down the right edge. Off to Hall. Cuts back inside but slips over. Plays it behind the 40. Last tackle. Lino. Plenty of height on that kick. Taken on the full by Hoy with 20 minutes on the clock. So Cass looking alright. Assie on the 20. Hands it off to Gary. Makes about 2 metres. Then a carry for Sim up towards the 30. Third tackle, 20.5 minutes gone. So now with Lawler. Makes a few metres there. Fourth tackle for the Tigers. To Desiree. Over the 40, just short of halfway. Last tackle for Castleford. Horn in centre field with Milnes. Plenty of distance towards the back left. Slightly towards the sticks a little bit more, but taken on the full by Scott on his own 10, so no issues there. Returns it up to the 20. Hall switches back to John Stone, brought down on his own 20. Can Cass keep up the pressure, or is Wakey biding time? I think Cass can. I think this kind of effort is in them. It is in them to do this for 80 minutes. Every now and then you just get this. Just something special from Cass. Just this resilience for 80 minutes. This could be the day. Now with Lino on the last, kicks from the Castleford 40. Taken on the full by Sim. Nicely done. On his own 20. Bloody hell, just tuned in. Cass winning. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. They've been fine. They've been fine. Really nice break from Hoy. Good support from Gary. Looked quick. And then couldn't be stopped. So Cass, yeah, looked fine. Looked perfectly fine. Now it's Simbikin. With a carry through the middle up towards the 40. 22 minutes gone. Third tackle for Cass. 40-20 attempt here, maybe. From Milnes. Gets one bounce. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, just taken by Jowett. Is Wakey's pitch for Geo real grass? I'm pretty sure it's real grass. So, decent attempt there from Milnes for the 40-20. Gets one bounce that goes towards the line. Then the bounce just before going out bounces back in field. But Jowett just about gets a hold of it. But Wakefield on the third, up to around 40 with Hood. Hands it off to Hamlin-Ueli. Takes it over halfway now. Fourth tackle for Wakey. Hood goes left to Pitts. Then he gets to Pratt. On the 30, last tackle, 23 minutes gone. Swidolino hits the ball high towards the back left. Hoy's under pressure. He goes up. It bobbles from both players. And the ball goes out. Let's see what the referee calls here. It's a bit of a mess. He's saying Wakefield knock on first, I believe. It is Wakefield knock on. So, Cass in possession on their own 10. Sini brought down without making any meters. So Hamlin-Ueli and Tony are both on for Wakefield. Ball comes loose from Castleford. That's going to be a knock on. Is that from Westerman? I think he's asking for a challenge. He was straight up asking for a challenge. Westerman is adamant that this should be challenged. So it's on you now, Joe. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I've got a feeling this could end up being inconclusive, but depends on the angle that we get. Oh, there is a hand on the ball from Wakefield. I think that's a stripping. I think that's successful. I think they're going to win this one. Successful challenge. Morgan. Successful let's go. Indeed. Indeed. Fair play. He got up immediately and said challenge it. Fair play to Joe. So, off the back of the penalty kick, Cass will start this set from their own 40. There's a tap from Sini, and he's just going to carry it straight up to halfway. Over towards the right-hand side of the field, near the touchline. But Milnes comes back towards the middle with Desiree. Offloads to Simbikin. He's just going to make a few extra meters there from the second phase. Rimbu is now on for Cass. Possibly speed up the game here. Cass on the front foot at the moment. Over Wakefield's 40. Second tackle. It's third tackle now, sorry. Westerman has lost it this time. Are you going to challenge it? Are you going to? I think that's probably just lost. If I had to say I want Cass to win. Alright, okay. So, the scrum is now with Scott. Ball comes loose and Cass already back in possession. Sini. So here we go. We're just back to where we were before the scrum. So Cass in possession on Wakefield's 40. It's now with Joe Westerman again. Hands the ball off to Lawler. Through the middle. So a chance for Cass to extend the lead here. 30 metres out. Now with Desiree. Looking very lively, very energetic, if I do say so myself. Carries it up to the 20. Rimbu on the left-hand side comes back towards the middle with Milnes. Out the back to Asi. Pops a ball up to Simbikin. Just shrugs off one. Almost gets a break, but is just brought down on the 20. It's going to be 6 more. It's with Westerman through the middle. Stopped just short of the 10. It's a great chance for Cass here. In the middle with Milnes. Straightens up. Stopped 5 metres short. Rimbu pops up to Desiree. Not much of a run up there. And he stopped between the sticks. So he'll play the ball a few metres out for Rimbu between the sticks on the 3rd. He's going to go himself. He's just held up. Good effort from Rimbu. Invisible string pulling on that wakey ball. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think he was sort of holding it like that in there, and then as he sort of moved his arm up a bit too quick, sort of slipped out. I think that's probably what happened if I had to guess. Lawler on the 10. Last tackle, right of the sticks. Rimbu to Milnes in centre field. Dinks the ball towards the back left. Woods up and comes down with it. I think that's all good. Try for Cass. 8-point lead. They have looked like the better team so far. Little bit of disconnection from Wakefield on occasions. Little bit of ill discipline as well. So, yeah. Cass have been clean enough, professional enough, effective enough. Wasn't expecting this from Cass. I've said it before, I'll say it again. We can shit on Cass all we like, and there will be times I predict them to get absolutely battered. It will continue to happen for the rest of the season. I predict a battering. But people need to recognise, every once in a while, Castleford come out with something you don't expect. Even if they're playing Wigan, you can predict a 50-0 win. But if Cass come out with a resilient effort, it wouldn't surprise me, because it happens. They do it. It's in Cass to do it. You never know when it's coming. That's the annoying part. You never know when it's coming. But they can do it. Cass' last away win was 31-8. Oh, that's the date. I thought you'd give me the score then. 31st of August, 2024. Even lost to Bradford in Challenge Cup. Last away win was last August. Wow, okay. Just got a funny feeling that it could be a Cass win tonight. Come on, you can never rule them out. It could be. Could be if they make this 10. Better chance of winning. Don't think they're bad. Just don't have a bad squad. It's their own errors. I think they could do with some kind of superstar in the backs. Not superstar, but someone in the backs to elevate them and someone in the forwards to elevate them. And the kick is... looks alright. Oh, it's no good. 8-0. Wakey giving those get out of jail free cards are working well for Cass. Cass are playing well. They are indeed. Desiree might be the guy this year for Cass that just makes him a bit better in the forwards. We'll see. We will see. Tex Hoy at back. He's at fullback at the moment. He is their star guy at the moment. But I think they could do with somebody else. Possibly a more game managing number 7. Possibly. So, Cass on their own 20. Desiree bumps off one. Again, a lot of energy from John Desiree. Rimbu. Now over the 30. Lawler in centre field. 30 minutes gone in this game, folks. It's 4th tackle for Cass. Rimbu in centre field goes to his right to Westerman. Carries it just short of halfway. Last tackle now. Left to Asi. Kicks from halfway. Towards the back left. Plenty of height on it. Taken cleanly by Scott. Comes back towards centre field. But is brought down by 3 defenders. Lino. Hands the ball off to Hall. Now takes it over the 20. And a bit of change as well. So 30.5 minutes gone. Second tackle penalty for Wakefield. Lawler not getting off quickly enough. Who do you think it is? Who do you think's off to Wembley? As of right now, KR and Warrington. I'm a Wire fan for those that don't know. But... Oh, I forgot Williams is also out for 8 to 10 weeks, and that's going to be a tricky one. I don't know if he'll miss Wembley. Oh, I just realised he might miss the final as well. I need to check the dates if we make it. But yeah, we'll have to see how Warrington and Lee get on this week. Wakefield in possession off the back of the penalty. On Castleford's 20, McMeekin bumps off one, takes it up to the 10. Second tackle. Hood, short side left to Jowett, engages the line, brought down 2 metres short. Good defensive work from Cass. Third tackle, over on the left. Hood, back towards the middle with Pitts. Then to a Tony. Stopped on the 10. Saturday the 7th of June. Alright, give me a second, then I'll have to work it out. Hood, Pitts, Lino, shifting right. To Jowett. Then across to Scott. Gaddy's there, stops him. 2 or 3 metres short of the line. Good defensive work and scramble from Cass. 32 minutes. Last tackle with Lino. Kicks across field. Not a great kick at all. Comes up for Cass, but I think it's going to be knock on from Cass. Right, 10 weeks. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That takes us up to June 29th. Oof. Oh dear. I don't know. He might miss Wembley then. Don't want to rush him back. It's 8 to 10 weeks. Bit of panic from Wakey, possibly, but I think good scramble from Cass at the same time. Well, I think it's going to be Leyland to step up now, or possibly Hayes. Hayes could be in there. Lino at the back of the scrum, or off the back of the scrum. Stops a metre short of the line, over on the right-hand side of the field. Slow to get up. Looking for a 6 again, doesn't get it though. Hood hands it off to a Tony. I think he's just held up. He is held up. There's a bit of a kerfuffle. Or is that just... Yeah, there is. Happy with that. Williams is brilliant on his day. He certainly is. He certainly is. Me too. Me too. I want the best squads out there possible. But hopefully, Hayes or Leyland, or it might end up being Ratchford, we'll see. So, Hood goes left to Pitts. Jowett, Pratt, bit of room to run. Good scramble from Sini. Plays the ball near the left touchline. They come back towards the middle with Jowett. Scans the defence, switches back to Hamlin-Ueli. And he's stopped about 11 metres short of the try line. Last tackle for Wakefield. Left of the sticks. Hood goes left. Dinks the ball through. Recovered by Simbikin. Cass need another player like Danny or Mike Ford. Both with class. Well, we'll see. We'll see. So, there's a carry for Miller for Cass. Got 5.5 minutes to go in this first half. Salabio with the next carry. First carry in Cass colours this season. Play the ball, looked a bit dodgy, but it's down the left-hand side with Assey. Just eats up the metres. Dinks the wall towards the left, and it's out on the full. Great. Yeah, out on the full. So, penalty for Wakefield on halfway. Scott with a carry through the middle. Hood goes left to Hamlin-Ueli. Ball comes loose. And they're saying it's just a knock-on. Recovered by Cass on halfway. Rimbu to Sim on his right. Cass over on the right-hand side of the field. Fresh set in great territory. Absolutely Morgan. Fully agree. Rimbu, that dummy off on the 40 after a carry from Westerman. Goes to his left to Assey. Out the back to Milnes. Dinks the ball towards the back left. Gary's got a chance here. Recovers the ball. What a beautiful, beautiful try from Cass. It will be checked because, you know, they just want to ruin a great moment. But that was really nicely done. Try giving on field for the video ref to check. I hope this is a try. That would look really nice. So it goes out the back to Milnes. Kicks the ball on the 40. Yeah, he's onside. Yeah, I'm giving that. That's going to be 12 for Cass. And Milnes should be able to get the conversion on this one because he should. He kind of needs to. So Thaler is happy that he's onside. Recovers it. Yep, there we go. That's going to be 12 for Cass. Bloody hells indeed. He is quick, isn't he? Gary is quick. I don't know how quick, because I've not seen him in a foot race that much. This is why we're going to start doing pro days with clubs. Let's get their 100-metre times, shall we? Maguire will be happy. Good response from Cass this week. I think it'll take one moment down the right-hand side for Wakefield. Cozza to Lino, drawing defenders in, out the back to Jowett, and then a ball across to Hall or Scott. I think once they get that once, they'll start to get the ball rolling. But it's near the touchline, this conversion. They've all been relatively close over on the left-hand side of the field. So, can Milnes get this one? The kick is no good. So 3 tries for Cass. So if Wakey scored 2 between the sticks, there you go. They've levelled it. So these conversions could be the difference later on into the game. Great kick from Milnes. Well done from Gary to stay in field as well. Nicely done. So, back underway. Taking on the full by Gary. Stopped on his own 10. Well, this is interesting. Could you guys hear that? Cass in possession now. Over their own 20. Now go right to Westerman. Over the 30, just short of the 40. Better not be. Better not be Jester. And yeah, you're right, Jonathan. You're certainly right. But if they're still scoring, you know, fair play to them. So, on the last now, Assey with a kick from halfway. Plenty of height on it. Taken on the full by Scott. And a decent carry there from Scott. Well, it's better than decent. It's actually a great carry from Scott up towards the 30. To Lino. Hands it off to Jowett, who then gives it to Johnstone. He's not had much work to do this game. Seems to be they look for anything not to give a try rather than to give a try. I'm not a fan of the video ref. I'm old school. Just leave it to the ref on the pitch. I don't know. I think we need video ref because things need to be checked. But But I would say do what the NRL do, award the try, but stop the clock whilst they check it. And if it is a try, take a minute off the clock automatically whilst it's being checked. Something like that. It can be perfect. It's just a quick note, but it can be worked on. Hoy, underneath this kick. Under pressure immediately from Griffin. Stopped in his own 10. So, 30 seconds to go in this first half. Gary in possession. Just over his own 10 now. Actually, I have a slight update for what I just said. But yeah, Cass up to their own 30. 15 seconds to go. Rimbu on the third. Hands it off to Salabio. Oh, it's the fourth. 5 seconds left. So with Hoy. Kicks from behind the 40. It's going to bounce once. Recovered by Johnstone from his own 10. Jowett is behind him and just drops the ball before getting to anyone. Just drops it, and that's going to be half time. Interesting half. So, as an update for what I just said, if the ref is confident it's a try, give it. The clock is stopped. Video ref checks it, and however long it takes him to check, that amount of time is then taken off if the try is given. If it takes him 50 seconds, you take 50 seconds off the clock. So video ref looks at all the time. But we can at least give tries if the on-field ref is really confident. Right then, interesting first half. 12-0 for Cass. But that's from 3 tries, 0 conversions. I'd say this scoreline's probably fair. I'd say Cass have been the better team, but not by a million miles, but they have been the better team in most areas. I'll have to see what Wakefield can do second half. Might get a bit of a bollocking from Powell. I'll have to see. Right. If anyone's got any thoughts on that half, do let me know. Do let me know. I'm going to drop a few ads in here since it's half time. I've not really done many match review videos on TikTok lately, so I might try and get back to them. In terms of the... I might do one. I'm kind of just do it on a feel-by-feel basis. Do I feel like doing it? If not, then I just don't do it. Right. Cass have been the better team. Decent carry through the middle. Bit of ill discipline from Wakey. Not been the cleanest in possession either from them, turning over the ball. But Cass have played with some decent speed. Effective enough kicks. Decent enough kick chase as well. Not allowing too many easy meters through the middle for Wakefield. They've also been fairly well disciplined as well. So they've got the basics down fairly well. Oh, bit of F1 again this weekend. Let's go. Actually, let's not go because the driver I support is it's not getting on too well this year. So, yeah. Doesn't get on too well most years, unfortunately, but we move. Wakey's still in it, but Castle looking more dangerous. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thing is, you get a try and a kick. It doesn't matter you've conceded 3 tries. You get 1 try and a kick and you're in the game. Tomorrow should be good, though. Oh, do you know what would be good? Imagine you use Etihad Stadium, maybe? Hull FC versus Hull KR. Wigan versus Saints back-to-back at Etihad. Imagine that. It's a tiny Magic Weekend type thing. Imagine that. Or Ellen Road, just somewhere like as much of a middle point as possible, or just playing at the Etihad. Back-to-back, Hull Derby, and then Wigan Saints. Even Warrington plus Lee. Oh, that would be good. That would be good, wouldn't it? Actually, yeah, they could have just done an East and West rivals. Yes, yes. Rent out a stadium in Yorkshire. Rent out one in Lancashire. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That could be good. That could be good. It's really, really good attendance in the crowd. I'd be interested to know what they've got there. I'm thinking they could be in the 8K range. Just got back from Australia, went to Brisbane, watched the Broncos play West Tigers. Stadium fans were electric. So glad I got to the game. Got that game in whilst I was there. It was brilliant. I can imagine. I hope I do get to one game at some point in my life. That would be nice. I'm sure that was a great experience though. Hull KR should possibly double up again on FC, especially after the bad loss to Wigan. I think that might just be it. I said in my predictions video that I'm expecting a response from Hull FC, that they'll be more physical. Not that they'll win the battle through the middle necessarily, but they'll just be more physical. And I think the response then from Hull KR, I don't think there'll be much of a panic, but there's maybe things that they weren't so happy with, and they'll sort of respond quite nicely. Hello, Danny. Good to see you. Good to see you, sir. Right. Got Saints to win by 4, but I'm optimistic. You've renewed your membership. I appreciate that, Danny. It means a lot. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. So, people can become members. There's a KRL support membership. It's £1 a month, basically. It's just like general support for me on a monthly basis. Completely optional. You still get the content for free if you watch ads on my videos or live streams. Kieran, is that you again? Is that you again? If you get ads on my live streams, it helps me to make a bit of money. It's really not much. But if people do want to help support, £1 a month, it all adds up. So happy and excited about going to the rugby game. Oh yeah, Danny, were you saying this is your first game that you've watched? The whole game tomorrow? I'm sure there was something about a first game, something like that. Gonna be my first game. Going to the first game in July. Leeds Saints is your first game. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy it, mate. Can't fool me. Can't fool me, Kieran. I know your game, pal. Bet you'll enjoy it yourself. Yeah, you should do. Hopefully. I mean, Leeds versus Saints, that'll be a decent crowd. Good atmosphere. Might be quite a competitive game as well, which helps. Leeds or Huddersfield? I've got Leeds. What score did I have? Let's have a gander. So to go through predictions actually for this week, just so people know what I've predicted. Through all my notes here for the NRL. Sometimes I'm professional and take notes. Sometimes I do. Right then, my predictions for this week. So, I'm already wrong on my exact score for this one. I went with Wakefield 24, Cast 10. So, yeah. But Wakefield can still win. It's only a 12-point game. Right, so 24-10 for Wakefield. Hull FC versus Hull KR. I went with Hull FC 18, Hull KR 26. Wigan versus Saints. I went with Wigan 22, St Helens 12. Leeds versus Huddersfield. I went with Leeds Rhinos 30, Huddersfield Giants 12. Lee versus Warrington. I went with Lee 18, Warrington 24. But that was before I knew about Williams, so we'll have to see about that. And then Catalans Salford. I went with Catalans 32, Salford 12. And then NRL, Seagulls 1-12, and they lost. So first game NRL, I've lost. First game Super League, I'm losing. Great. Kieran, you amaze me, Kieran. You get a trumpet. Thank you very much for the support. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you kindly. Was greatly appreciated. I think Jake Connor is playing better at Leeds than he was at Hull FC or Huddersfield. What do you think? I think he looks really comfortable at Leeds. What I said in my predictions was, things might not have worked out too well. Maybe behaviour or attitude wasn't quite right at previous clubs, but he looks really settled. He looks really comfortable. He's playing really effective rugby league at the moment, even when he was like the recognised playmaker. When there was a couple injuries for Leeds, he took on that responsibility, took it on his shoulders, and I think did a really good job. So, and the fact he looks settled, he's not really causing issues. Aside from through his quality on the pitch, I think fair play to him. Players are coming back out. Wonder what was said at half time. Maybe a bollocking from Powell, who knows? I think Maguire will be happy with that. Thing is, I don't think Cass haven't been that exciting necessarily, but there's no complaints. So I definitely don't want to knock them. They haven't looked incredible, but I have nothing to complain about. They've played with plenty of energy. They've defended well with a lot of energy. They've tried to be different, tried to be creative. They've executed well. I think they did a good job here. What do you think will happen this half? More from Cass or Wakey come back? I think we'll see more of the same from Cass. Because I think when they're in games, I think they stay in games. And we're back underway. So more of the same from Cass, but I think we'll get a bit more energy from Wakefield. I think Wakefield will bring this game closer in this first quarter of the second half. I think it's going to be crunch time in the last 20. So it will be game on, I think, in the next 10 minutes or so. Come on, Cass, in again, please. Well, we will see. Salabio with the next carry. Third tackle, Rimbu. Plays it just short of the 30. Hands it off to Westerman, who takes it over the 30. 3 defenders bring him down. A few metres shy of the 40. Rimbu in centre field. On his right to Tex Hoy. Just going to take a carry through the middle. We're seeing a lot of fullbacks these days taking carries on the 4th tackle. I think that's straight from the NRL playbook. It's out the back to Milnes on the right. Hits the belly of the ball. Plenty of height on this kick. Taken on the full by John Stone on the 20. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's get rid of that. Sorry, folks. Unprofessional. So unprofessional. So, up to the 30 for Wakefield. Second tackle. Hood in centre field. On his right to Scott. Takes it up to the 40. Third tackle. Hood to Atoni, then to Hamlin-Ueli, just short of halfway. Cass has a minus 96 point differential, so the game may be determined by defence here. I think so. Atoni with a carry through the middle, up towards the 40. Hood, on the last in centre field, goes right to Lino. Hits the belly of the ball. Plenty of height on that. Decent kick chase from Wakefield, but taken on the full by Gary really cleanly. Nicely done. Plays it for Assy. And hands it off to Wood, who will take the next carry for the Tigers. Now just over their own 20. Rimbu will hand it off to Tex Hoy. Oh, that's not it. It's the luminescent green boots that are putting me off there. It's not Hoy, it's Sim. Mate. Get a grip. Sini with a strong carry over the 40 for the Tigers. He's going to play it on the 4th for Rimbu. In centre field, he'll then eat up some metres through the centre of the field. Now shifting left. Hands it off to Wood. Now firmly in Wakefield territory over the 40. Last tackle for the Tigers. Rimbu short side left to Dejan Assy. Decent height on that kick. Jarrett's underneath it, takes it cleanly. Good line speed from Cass. Off to Johnstone, who shrugs off one. Gets a line break down the left-hand side. He's got support from both sides. He's going to fake the handoff. Almost grabbed by Sini, but Johnstone is going to go the length here. Wrapped up. What a tackle from Tex Hoy. Holy shit, how's he done that? And then handed off But a player's held up. Who was that held up? Nicotimo. Holy shit, what a tackle. Line break from Johnstone. Shrugs past a few. Had options on his left and right. Fakes the pass to the right. Goes himself. Tex Hoy brings him down. What a tackle from Tex Hoy. Oh my god. Wakefield in possession on the Castleford 10. Griffin dragging a few players a metre short of the line, or he's inches away from the try line now. Fourth tackle. Right at the sticks. Hood. Left to Lino. Out the back to Pitts. Then to Jowett off to Pratt. Tipped backwards by Cass in the hands of Milnes. Hands it off to Sim. Bumps off one up to the 30. Bloody hell, this is all over the place at the moment. Simbikin at dummy half. Westerman with a carry through the middle up to the 40. I tell you what, I'm loving this. I am loving this. Rimbu on his left to Lawler taking a carry. Now into Wakefield territory. Third tackle for the Tigers. He's going to play the ball in centre field for Judah Rimbu. On his right to Milnes. Out the back to Tex Hoy. Steps on his right foot twice. Shrugs off a few. Good carry there from Tex Hoy up towards the 30. Slightly towards the right hand side of the field. Rimbu comes back towards the middle with Milnes, who switches back to Salabio. Just short of the 20. Last tackle for Cass. Rimbu on his right to Milnes. Out the back to Hoy. Gets it off to Sini. Look forward for me. But he kicks the ball through. Recovered by Johnstone. And is stopped very, very close to the touchline. But Jowett will hand it off to... bloody hell. Hands it off to... I think that's Scott. Who is that? I'm not too sure who that is. But Wakefield on the third now. Still on their own 10. That's Pratt, actually. Corey Hall with a carry in centre field. Still only just over their own 10. So good defensive work from the Tigers. Hamlin Ueli over the 20. And it's the last. They're going to kick from their own 20. Lino kicks from his 20. Ridiculously good set defensively from the Tigers. Hoy returns serve over the 40, just short of halfway. Dejan Assi will wait. Few cast players having to track back at the moment. But Gary will take the next carry over halfway, or just short of halfway. Now in Milnes. Simbikin. Slow to get up there for Simbikin. Holding his shin at the moment. Or maybe it's something with his calf, I'm not too sure. So Milnes has to play the ball instead. Now with Westerman in centre field, who switches back to Lawler. Rimbu. Left to Assi. Straightens up. Takes a carry up towards the 30. Inside Wakefield territory. Rimbu. Left to Milnes. Kicks the ball high towards the back left. Scott under pressure but takes it cleanly. Comes down with it and is met by 3 defenders almost immediately. Plays the ball a metre out from his own line. Corey Hall with the next carry. Now only 5 metres out from their own line. Smith is also on at dummy half. Johnstone takes it over the 10. A lot of work for Wakefield to do again. Good defensive work from the Tigers. Now with Griffin down the right edge, up towards the 20. Incorrect play of the ball from Wakefield on their own 20. Hand over possession to Cass. A chance for Cass to extend the lead again. Just not clean enough from Trinity at the moment. Wakey imploding indeed. Just complete your sets, mate. Just complete your sets. Discipline, that's all you got to do. Just show a bit of discipline. Salabio with the first carry in this set for Cass. over the 20, few metres shy of the 10. Great field position for the Tigers. Rimbu in centre field on his right to Milnes. Switches back to Lawler. 3 defenders in the tackle, but Lawler's up to the 10. Cass now just right at the sticks. On the second tackle, Rimbu to his left to Westerman. Straightens up. And it's brought down. Or is held up inside the in-goal area. Cass has to do it here. What's an opportunity? Absolutely. Defence will determine how... who wins this game? Maybe is that what you meant to say? Who wins this game? Cass can play when they want to. Absolutely. See what they can do here. 10 metres out. Lawler on the third. Whistle's blown. For a knock-on from Rimbu, I believe. Yeah, knock-on from Rimbu at dummy half. So a bit of relief for Wakefield there. Rimbu holds his hands up. He's livid with himself. Take it easy on yourself, Judah, lad. Take it easy on yourself. It's all right. It's all right. So, scrum for Wakey on their own 10. Lino feeds the ball in. It's out the back into the left-hand side. With Pratt with the first carry in this set for Wakey. Just short of the 20. Smith. Then hands it off to Johnstone. Over the 20. Smith to McMeekin. Then to Hanlon-Ueli. Up to the 30. Smith, short side right. To Griffin. Bumps off 1. Then drags a few over the 40. 50 minutes gone. 4th tackle coming up. Smith over on the right-hand side of the field. Just short of halfway. Smith now scoots from dummy half. There's good defensive line speed, but that opens up the space behind the ruck for Smith to almost get a line break. Hamlin-Ueli switches back to Jowett, who kicks on the last down the short side right. Time for Hoy to size this one up. Takes it cleanly. Not under too much pressure, but that's a solid defensive wall there from Wakefield. Cass on their own 20. Now with Gary in centre field. Rimbu. Then to Sim. Up to the 30. So Wakefield need to get into a rhythm now. They need to be well disciplined. Not allow easy meters for Cass. Westerman now with the next carry. Up to the 40. It's an easy 10 there for the Tigers. 51 minutes on the clock. 4th tackle for Castleford. Rimbu on the 40. Goes left to Assey. Then to Okoro. Over halfway. So good meters again from for Cass, sorry. Then I go short side left to Assey. Hits it from the left boot. Taken on the full by Jowett. Just over his own 10. Straight into Simbikin. Strong hit from Simbikin there. Johnstone takes it over the 20. Just short of the 30. Still not out of Wakey's reach. Wakey seemed to be reliant on Johnstone for the breaks. Absolutely. It's in there somewhere. I reckon Jowett out the back. There's something in there. So Fartilli is now on for Wakey. Okoro is on for Salabio. So now with Pitts going left, across to Pratt. So 52 minutes on the clock. Last tackle for Wakefield inside Cass territory. Smith on the left-hand side comes back towards the middle with Lino. Hits the ball high towards the back left. Hoy is met immediately by Nicotimo. Then it's with Sim. Short of his own 20. Now Wood. Over the 20, but dragged back a few metres by 4 defenders. 3rd tackle for Cass. Centre field with Rimbu, who hands it off to Liam Horn. Probably playing in that 13 role now. Rimbu on the 4th. There's a kick straight from dummy half. Behind the 40. Going to bounce once. Back towards Cass. It's going to bounce a few times here. 4 times. Eventually recovered by Johnstone on his own 20. Wake had a good drive this time of game. Cass usually get into trouble. So critical 10 minutes, absolutely. Absolutely. I was saying by the within the next 10 minutes, it'll be game on, but not seen anything yet. I thought we would have got something from Wakefield by now. It's been 13 minutes. So in centre field, with Cozza, Smith, short of halfway. In centre field, on his left to Fartilli. Straightens up. Decent carry there, up towards Castleford's 40. Smith on his right to Lino. Kicks high from the 40. Corey Hall chases very quickly. A lot of pressure for Gary. Gary takes it cleanly. And is stopped on his own 10. Assey hands it off to Tex Hoy. Assey to Wood, then to Sini. So good defensive pressure from Trinity. Forcing Cass to do a lot of work in their own end. Milnes at dummy half. Slow play the ball. Cass over their own 20. On the 4th, rim boot. Off to Mella. Up to the 30. So Meakin comes off for Wakey. Cozza is now on. Last tackle. Well done from Wakefield. Restricting Cass towards their own 30. There's a kick from Assey on the last. Bounces once, twice, going backwards. Jarrett recovers it on his own 10. But there's a wall of amber and black kits. Nicely done from Cass. Good chase there. But Wakefield will start the set on their own 30. So not bad field position here. And Pitts will take the first carry. Makes a few metres. Comes back towards centre field. Smith gives it to Hall. Up to the 40. Third tackle coming up for Trinity. Now with Fartilli over halfway. Wakey need to score now, or they'll be chasing the clock. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd say they need something before... I think they need something before 65. So within the next 10 minutes, they need something. Smith on the last goes right to Lino. Kicks high towards the back right. Hoy's under pressure. Goes up, takes it cleanly, comes down on the 10. Clean from Tex Hoy. And Assey is there, hands it off to Gary, who takes a carry through centre field. 3 defenders pushing back onto the 10. So can Wakey go back-to-back defensive sets, putting in resilient defensive efforts here? So a few metres gained from Sim. Milnes then hands it off to Sini on the right-hand side, who takes it over the 20. Sini is slow to get up. He's very slow to get up. Then a kick from behind the 30 from Milnes. Does he have the bounce? He doesn't. He comes back towards the halfway line. Recovered by Scott. So Wakefield now, fresh set of 6, just short of halfway. So here we go. This is going to be one of Wakefield's best chances in this second half so far to put the pressure on Cass and to answer back. So they're on halfway. Smith in centre field goes to his left to John Stone, who takes a carry up to Castleford's 40. And that's 57 minutes on the clock. Second tackle. Smith to Cozza. Back inside to Fartilli. Gets half a break but brought down from Simbikin. Smith in centre field. Quick play the ball. Goes right to Cozza. Pops it up to Hamlin-Ueli on the 10. Gets an offload to Cozza. Offload to Pitts but recovered. Recovered by a Cass player. That's Liam Horn. Recovers it a metre out from his own line. Good effort from Wakey, but nicely done from Liam Horn to defuse that situation there. And it's a penalty against Wakefield. Opportunity gone missing. And then they give away a penalty immediately after. Just completely imploding in this moment. Well done, Liam Horn. Nicely done from him. Just takes one from Wakefield. Just takes one. I nicked it from you. Nicked it from you. Just takes one try and a kick. And it's game on. So, Okoro with the carry up to the 40. Rimbu in centre field on his right to Lawler. 58.5 minutes on the clock, so still plenty of time. It's only a 12-point game, still plenty of time, but it's just how this game's going at the moment. Cass are definitely on the front foot. On the third, inside Wakefield territory, only 40 metres out. Rimbu on his right to Horn. He's going to straighten up over the 40, looking for an offload for a second, but he's wrapped up. It's going to be 6 again. Rimbu takes it over the 30. Bumps off 1, bumps off 2. Shifting right off to Sini. Ball bounces backwards. Recovered by Johnstone. 0 tackle. Wakefield in possession, so they get away with that one. Should be near 40-metre line. Cass is playing like Lee today. I get you. I get you. So that's a 6 again for Wakefield as well. 59.5 minutes on the clock. Inside Cass territory. Fartilli shifting right to Kozza. Out the back to Lino. Pops the ball up to Griffin. Calls for forward from the crowd. Ball up to Castleford's 30. Now in centre field with Kozza. He's just going to straighten up and take a carry up towards the 20. Third tackle. Great field position for Wakefield to do something here. Smith left to Hamlin-Ueli. Straightens up. 9 metres out for Trinity. In centre field, Smith. Quick play the ball. He goes himself. Smith puts a hand out. And the referee's going to give it. There you have it. First points of the game for Wakefield. And it's right in front of the stick, so I'm going to give them 6. There we go. Game on. It took them an hour to get the first point of the game. Game on. Give me the green light. Should we get a trumpet? I think we should. I think we should. Hey! Nicely done from Smith. Gets a quick play of the ball. Fartilli with his size and his strong carry so far this game. Draws a few defenders in with the eyes. Gives them the eyes. Look at the eyes. Look around the eyes. Look at the eyes. And then draws them in. Smith. Bit of room behind the ruck. Goes. Launches, arm out, puts it down. Now he's wearing his crop top. It's not a fashion show, mate. And the kick is... It's good. There we go. These conversions might cost Castleford. Good scoot indeed. Really nicely done. And just that run with Fartilli being there just draws in, just locks in some defenders. Just shifting across quite quickly, but just overdoing it. Just overshooting. Well done from Smith. He's looked lively this season. I didn't know anything about him before this year, so I'm getting to learn about him. Wakefield tie it. Maybe that'll do him the world of good. I think Cass have been the better team, but because they haven't got those conversions, the fact it's now under pressure, it literally takes one try to level it up because of those missed conversions, if they get it like near the sticks again. It's pressure on for Cass. I don't think there's much pressure on Wakefield now. They'll want to get a move on, but I think most of the pressure's on Cass, if I'm honest. So 62 minutes on the clock, Wakefield in possession on their own 20, McMeekin up to the 30. Third tackle, Smith goes short side right. Griffin up to the 40. Good meters here for Wakefield. Fourth tackle. Smith to McMeekin. Then to Kozza. Out the back to Pitt. Switches back to Nicotimo. Where was drop goal? Cass Maguire knows this crap. He's done it with us before. Yeah, you would be thinking if Cass get in good field position, the smart move is go for 1. Absolutely. I think they had a 12-point lead, so they thought, let's keep going with it. But at this point now, you get in good field position, go for 1. Just do it. So, Cass in possession just over their own 20. 63 minutes on the clock. Assey hands it off to Wood. Brought down on the 30. Rimbu on the 3rd in centre field. Goes right to Milnes. Then to Sini. 3 missed conversions, yeah. Yeah, indeed. Rimbu. Now with Westerman through the middle. Pops it up to Okoro. Could have been dangerous, that. David Scroogelund there. So they go on the last tackle to the left with Assey. Dinks the ball towards the back left and it'll just go out of play. They're alright with that one. Just takes a bit of time off the clock. Gives them a bit of a break. So Wakefield want this scrum in centre field. Or play the ball actually because it was on the last. Smith to Johnstone on the 20. Now with Fartilli through the middle. Just short of the 30. Second tackle for Wakefield. Smith to Koza. Over the 30 now. Third tackle. Smith inside to McMeekan. Carries it over halfway. Really strong carry from Mike McMeekan. Done a lot of great work this season for Wakefield. Now with Pitts, shifting left. Jowett out the back, got room to run. It's with Pratt, cuts back inside. Space to move through the centre of the field. Good scramble defence, but he's brought down inside the 10. There's only 7 metres to go for Wakefield. Last tackle, 65 minutes on the clock. They go right to Lino. Then the ball goes across to Hall. Good defensive work from Gary. The ball comes loose, and that's going to be penalty. Penalty for Wakefield. Alan left, mate. We've got 15 minutes, David. 15 minutes. Long runs versus Cass Havenhafton. Unfortunately, a bit too much. So offside from Cass. Here we have it, folks. Here we have it. Fartilli with a carry. Right to the sticks. Smith. Goes left to Lino. Goes himself. Spins. Puts the ball down, maybe. This is going to be checked. We could have a try between the posts here from Lino. It's going to go into video ref, try given on field. I'm not sure how confident Lino was there. And I didn't fully see it myself. This is going to be a close one. This is going to be a very close one here. That's held, in my opinion, that's held up for now. That's still held up in my opinion. I don't think the ball touches the ground. Oh. Maybe, Kieran. I don't know. There's a bit where we lose the tip of the ball. We just lose the tip of the ball. So that's why it might be given, because it was try given on field. Is this going to be no try? So, I've got an opinion on this. I would say no try as well. This is going to be no try. Okay. 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 Bold call. I agree with it. It's a bold call, but I agree with it. No try. So, we've got 14 minutes to go. Wakefield on the front foot at the moment. So, second tackle for Wakefield. They'd love to answer back straight away. 10 metres out. It's going to be played from Lino. Hood goes right to Fartilli. Cuts back towards the middle. 5 metres out. Third tackle. Hood. To Lino. Pops it up to Cozza. Agree with everyone saying drop goal, do it. Well, that's if Cass get down the field. They need to stop Wakefield here first. Then a carry through the middle. Ooh, is that Rodwell? Yeah, Rodwell's held up. Last tackle. Hood goes right to Lino. Pops it up to Jowett. Cuts back inside. Extends the arm. I think he's got it down. I think they're going to check this one again, but I'm confident with it. I'm confident that's a try. But it is worth a check. I think it was kind of grounded, maybe like an inch short of the line, but I don't know. They look like a slight bobble. Not for a knock-on, but for like his arm bouncing. But I think he's got it. Oh, it did bounce, but I think it bounced on the line first. Yep, there we go. There we have it. That's going to be a try for Wakefield. So the answer back almost immediately. There we go. 10-12. Right, kick to come from Wakefield. Go on, love. We've just seen you dance on TV, love. You can't escape now. Show the world what you've got. So, pretty tough kick for Jowett here. This is huge if they get this. This is huge. The kick is... He's only gone and done it. He's only gone and done it. And that, folks, would you believe it, is 12 all. I say we've got a game. And I say that means trumpet. Hey! Question, favourite monster drink? I've started getting back into the White Monster, if I'm honest, but I do actually think this is my favourite. I do think that's my favourite. Peach Nectarine. Juiced. Or this and Chaotix. I can't remember what the flavour is, but Chaotix, I think, is my favourite. But this is top 3 for me, I think. Looks good. Cas fans in shock? Absolutely. Absolutely. 12 all, folks, with 11 minutes to go. Crunch time now, boys. 4th tackle for Wakefield in possession on halfway. Cozza takes it over halfway. Offloads for Hood. Off to Fartilli, now shifting left. Comes back towards the middle. Onto the 40. Aussie Lemo. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Hood goes right to Lino on the last. Kicks high. Hoy under pressure. Brought down immediately on his own 10. A lot of work for Cass to do. Gary. Stopped on the 10 again. Crunch time, boys. Wood. Carries up to the 20. Come on, Cass. Rub it in. Sini with a carry. Over the 20, short the 30. 4th tackle. Next carry from Horn. Shifting left to Assey. Then to Hoy. Gets half a break up towards the 40. It's now 10 minutes to go, folks. Just 10 minutes to go. Ooh, Lino's down at the moment. It's with Assey on the last. Plenty of height, but not much distance on it. Swirling ball is not backwards from Jowett, but recovered by John Stone. So they get away with that. John Stone bumps off one, and he brings it up to his own 20. Pitts at dummy half in centre field. Hands it off to his left to Pratt. Up to the 30 for Wakefield. 9.5 minutes to go. Pitts to Hall. Knocks on. Turns over the ball on his own 30. Oh no. Oh no. Shall we move the 95th down, sir? I'm not too sure what that means, if I'm honest. Right, a chance for Cass to set up for one. Don't be stupid and just try and force a try. Please don't be stupid. It is a scrum, so it's out the back for Sim, who takes the first carry through centre field. Horn to Westerman, then to Okoro. They're looking very sort of lethargic here, so I reckon they are sent up for one. They're just staying in centre field, I think. Horn on his left to Westerman, takes the carry straight up. Ooh, one more than go. One more than go. Sim McKinn on the 20, 4th tackle. I reckon go now. I reckon go now. Horn out the back to Milnes, goes for the one. It's up and wide. It's going to be a 7 tackle set for Wakefield. Are you watching Al Selway? I don't know what that means, if I'm honest, mate. Go to 5th tackle, then the drop goal. I reckon just take it as early as you can, really. If you're in good field position, you don't have to wait till the last. Just whatever tackle it works on. If you get a quicker play the ball and tackle 3, then go for it then. So now, with Rodwell in centre field, on his own 40, takes it a few metres over. We now have 7 minutes to go. It's a one mate for Chaos on Battlefield. Okay, I just never heard it. Wakefield in Cass territory. McMeekin on the 30. Close to the 20. Here we go. 4th tackle. Hood. To Pitts. To Cozza. Last tackle. 11 metres out. Hood. He's going to go himself. Shifting right. Hall cuts back inside. The ball is held up. Comes loose. It's an absolute mess. Okay, he's going to go to video ref to check what's happened here. Okay. It's a challenge. Okay. Okay. Let's have a gander at this then, shall we? It's a Hall. Player slipping over. I thought for a moment that was on, but Hoy. I can't remember what the ruling was. I think that's going to be knock-on from Hall. I think that's the way it's going at the moment. I'm calling it, folks. I'm calling it. Win or lose. Win or lose, Tex Hoy. Man of the match. Win or lose. Try saver on John Stone. Try saver then. And also got the line break for the Gary Gary try as well. Has been under a lot of pressure. Been very, very clean. Good defensive work. Great in possession. Tex Hoy. Yeah. Man of the match easy for me. Win or lose. Well, Mags wake up. Miracle for Cass. Aye. Tex Hoy, though. Tex Hoy. Right, so. Second tackle for Cass. On their own 30. Shifting left now. Assy out the back to Tex Hoy. Then across. Oh, dear. Oh, hang on a minute. Came off a Wakefield player, apparently, so it's a 6 again for Cass. I know it's not. It's just play on, I think. It is a 6 again for Cass. I think that's probably a fair call, but it's centre field with Milnes going right to... Oh... Not sure who messed that one up there then, but it's now Wakefield in possession. 5 minutes to go. On halfway. Wakefield ball. Going left now to Jowett on the 40. Hood at dummy half. Slightly towards the left-hand side of the field. Surely 13-12 Cass. Well, we'll have to see. Because it's Wakefield in possession now. 30 metres out. Second tackle for Hood at dummy half. To Cozza, then to Fartilli on the right. Stopped about 23 metres out. Hood. On his left to Cozza. 12 metres out. Hood. Hands it off to McMeekin inside the 10. It is not optimal to go for drop goals from inside the 10. This is not optimal. It's out the back to Lino. Good kick pressure. But he's got it. That's Wakefield with the first lead. Or the first time they've taken the lead this game. 13-12 to Wakefield. I think that deflected off the Cass player as well. Or it's just a bit of a dodgy one. But he gets it. There we have it. Wakefield lead. So we've got 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. Short dropout, but in the hands of Wakefield. Can Cass answer back? They've played well today, but McMeekin takes it over halfway. Hood over the 40 now with Hall. 3.5 minutes left. Hood on the 30. Scoots just short the 20. Last tackle for Wakefield. Hall, short side right to Lino. Drills the ball into touch. So we'll take a bit of time off the clock here. So can Cass do something off the back of the scrum? Maybe. Maybe. Or is it going to be play the ball? Not sure. I'm a Cass fan and I'm absolutely fuming. I can understand that. Really good first half. Decent second half as well. Just a few moments. Just a few moments from Wakefield. Wakefield is 0-3 at home. Some more motivation possibly. I guess so. Yes, so maybe. So Cass in possession on their own 10. Horn goes right to Milnes. Across to Sini. Eats up meters down the right edge. Up to his own 30. So good meters there on the first tackle. 2.5 minutes to go. Sim over the 40. Third tackle coming up for Cass. Short of halfway. Now with Milnes. Shifting left. Good defensive line speed. But then across to Hoy. Oh, that's Mella, sorry. Space on the left. Gaddy. Look for a line break. Just stop. Pulled into touch. Scott drags him out. And diffuses that situation. Nicely done. As Corey Hall looks like he's just gone 12 rounds for someone. Well done, Scott. So 2 minutes left. I reckon Wakefield... I reckon Cass will probably get one more roll of the dice. Maybe two at most. In terms of sets, they'll get at least one more set, I think. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Can't complain because Cass will always be the same. Well, you guys are putting in a good shift. Attendance 7,807. I would have thought it was more than that. That's solid, though. That's solid. So it's now with Griffin down the left edge, over halfway. So we've got a minute 20 to go in this game. I've got respect for Wakey, yeah. That's fair enough then. If you, as long as you're not too disappointed, that's alright. But there's still time. A minute to go. A minute to go. Hood in centre field on the third goes right to Fartilli. Bumps off one, gets an offload. Oof, Rodwell's limping. Oh, ball comes loose. Mella has possession now. Across to Milnes on his own 20, then to Sini. Bumps off one. Switches back to Sim. Oh, this could be dangerous. Ball comes... Okay, gets the ball off. Ooh, okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Doing a bit of Denzel there, don't know why. So, it's now with Assy in centre field, shifting left. Now with Tex Hoy, 20 seconds to go. Gets the offload for Gary, has to cut back towards the middle, and he does. Brought down on the 40. Okay, I reckon one more tackle, then you got to go for one. Second. Oh, hang on a minute. Tex Hoy shifting backwards. He's going to play the ball on the 40. You got to go for one. This is it. You got to do it now. To Assy. Go on, Dejan. Do it. Do it for a laugh. He's got the distance. No good. He's missed it. Full time. Holy shit. They've done it. They've only gone and done it. What a game. Give me a second. What a game. Tex Hoy, man of the match for me. Have they given it to Tex Hoy? Not yet. Lino? Nah, Tex Hoy all day. All day, Tex Hoy, man of the match. All day. Right then, folks. thank you very much for stopping by. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you to Danny Boy for becoming a member again. Thank you to the Sainted Jester for becoming a member again. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, you can support me for as little as £1 a month, because it all adds up at the end of the day. It all adds up. Click the KRL support option. If you click join below the stream and become a member, it would help me out greatly. But it is optional, so you can watch all the content for free if you want to. But yeah. God, thank you so much for stopping by, guys. To all the new people in the chat. What a game that was. There might be a match review video on TikTok. Might be. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure yet. But, as I say, we'll see. So, last few messages in the chat. Why else a game of rugby? Ship that game's market for promo? Absolutely. Absolutely. Quality stuff. Quality stuff. Decent crowd as well. 7,807, I think it was. Right then. Folks, I'm going to head off. But to remind you of streaming for the rest of the week, I'll be back at 12:15 PM tomorrow for FC vs KR. Then immediately after that, I'll be switching to the next stream for Wigan vs Saints at 2:45. But we'll see how long the first game goes. And then Leeds vs Huddersfield on another stream. So it won't be on the same stream. I'll be switching to a different one. But I'll leave the links in the live stream chat when I do. But yeah, I will be streaming all 3 games back to back to back tomorrow. I'm going to be absolutely knackered by the end of it. And then I'll be back for Leeds vs Wire on Saturday the 19th at 1:15 PM. Oh, right then. I'm going to get some dinner. Won't be able to be here tomorrow. Have a good day, lads and lasses. Thanks for commentary, Chief. You're very welcome, Kieran. Thanks for stopping by once again. Have a great day at the game tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it. And if you get on TV, give me some kind of sign that it's you. I don't know. Who knows? Do something cool and groovy. And I'll say, that's Kieran, that. So, 13-12 for Wakefield. I did predict Wakefield to win, so I'll take that. I actually kind of wanted, towards the back end of the game, I kind of wanted Cass to do it, but I predicted Wakefield to win. I got it right, just about. So, yeah. Thanks to all that stopped by. But, alright. I'll be on the lookout. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here. Excellent commentary. Go Rovers tomorrow. Thank you, Jonathan. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Go Rovers tomorrow. That should be a hell of a game. One hell of a game. I'll see you next time.